Hey, hey there, hey, hey, hey. Oh, hey there, can you feel it? The room is alive.
Welcome back. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. Welcome to another episode of Miss Gigi on the mic. Okay, and we are so glad that you stopped by to join us today. Well, we have our first man guest. Okay. Gigi got a man. Okay, I don't know how to act. Okay, like I said, welcome to Miss Gigi on the mic, where we heal out loud, and we know life be life, but guess what? We still standing. Okay? And we also know that everybody can't go. I am your girl, Miss Gigi, and I have this awesome, and wonderful pleasure of having Mr. Ernest James Usher the third with me today of Usher Digital Agency. And y'all, he told me to let y'all know that when he works for pay and not for fun, he wants his money when his work is done or before the work is done. You're going to have to say that the right way, because I messed that all up. It was catchy when you said it. Don't say it for him, Usher.
So I work for pay and not for fun. I want my pay when my work is done. That's my motto. And I live by.
He wants his pay, his money, when his work is done. And y'all, he does an excellent job, because if y'all know the mini me, Ebony and Ride Safari, that is the man behind the plan. All of that stuff y'all see about my baby, she ain't doing it. He's the wizard behind the curtain. And if y'all have seen my Bushy Flies website, again, all thanks to that young man right there in front of me. So we're going to go ahead on and get into it. And listen, y'all, he said yes. He said yes to be on the mic and to share this space and time with me. So I am forever grateful to you for that. You are the first. Okay, come on, come on and pave the way for the men to come. Okay, come on, because we know that men need encouragement. We know that men need encouraging too. And
right.
Usher is a great advocate for mental health. He does a lot on his page, encouraging men and women. And so I thought it would be robbery if I did not allow you all to meet this young man, because he's kind of amazing. Okay, so here we go. Usher's his topic is life be lifing, but I'm still standing. And his subtopic will be when life forces you to rebuild. I know a lot of y'all know a lot about that, because life does happen to the best of us, right? And sometimes when we think we got it all figured out, something hits us in our face and we have to start all over again and rebuild. But when we rebuild, it's not such a bad thing, because we can rebuild it into something even better than what it was before. What you say about that, Usher? Huh?
Amen to that. It's as if the moments that you have in life just come to a full pause, because you have all these good things are happening to you. And you're not anticipating something bad, because that's not what we do as Christians. We don't anticipate something wrong is going to happen. We believe Romans 8:28, as we should. All things work together for good to them that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. So if I'm called according to his purpose, they're going to work for my good. However, there is no but, there is a however. When things come to a full stop, you have to figure out where's the good in this.
Mm-hmm.
So when you said what you said about the topic, how life comes to a full stop, you're trying to figure out with this full stop, where's the good in this? I know you're good. Are you the only good in this?
Oh,
I don't see nothing else.
Oh, that's good.
Because my full stop happened right before I deployed. to Kuwait, 2024 to 2025. You know, the relationship I was in for all those years stopped. And when it stopped, my identity all of a sudden stopped.
I know.
I
I
didn't know
know.
who I was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking
And
about.
so when you asked me about this topic, I thought about myself. I came to a full stop.
Wow.
I couldn't even function on the normal basis of what I would normally do to the full extent of not just running a business, but even my prayer life and my life with Christ and my life with people. It came to a stop. I'm not saying I gave my salvation up. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the understanding of the word of God, the prayer, it's like it just stopped. Like, whoa, what do I do? I ain't never faced this before. 38 years old. I'm in another country. I'm still in the UK right now. I'm in another country. Like, what do I do? Yeah, he's the same God everywhere, but I can't see how I'm gonna get through this one. And I've never been at a place in my life until I felt that. Like, I don't see how I'm gonna get through this one. That's how I felt. But 2 years later, I'm still here and I'm still standing on the promises that he told me when I was a teenager. But I didn't know to get to those promises, I have to go through that. If you'd have told me that, I'd have been like, all right. But he wouldn't tell me that. So I would learn how to hold on to his promise. And so for me, that's what that beginning full stop is. It's understanding when the moments stop, when the good times stop, when everything comes full stop. Who are you? Do you know who you are? You sure about that? We're going to find out. That's what it means.
Now this supposed to be Miss Gigi on the mic. You done took my whole show. Cause I I barely let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Right. Okay, now I'm barely at a loss for words, but that right there, I'm about to drop my mic. But seriously, y'all, seriously, he look, we ain't even got into it yet, and he has already dropped nuggets. Okay, do you even know who you really are when your life comes to a full stop? Because sometimes we can pour so much into other people doing other things
Mhm.
that we ourselves just be enmeshed in who they are or what we are when we're with them until who are we really? Oh my God, that's so good. I know. Yeah, because and when you said that, I don't even know who I am. I remember when my ex had we decided to whatever, and I said,
Mhm.
um, I asked that man, well, can I at least keep your name until Caleb, finished school? Because who am I without your name?
Mhm.
And I
Who am
was
I?
like,
Exactly.
what? I asked him that. I was like, I said, I ain't nobody without your name. And I was like, well, wait a minute. Now that I got some sense, I was like, well, I was a whole person before I had his name. But I didn't
Right.
remember, I forgot to remember that.
Right. Jeremiah told us that he knew who we was. We were still in our mom's womb.
Yeah.
And so sometimes something happens in our life where we think, whether it's a name, whether things that we attach to when it's lost, that we're no longer the person that God had in the womb. It's like that we're still the same person, but sometimes it's hard to grasp because in that moment you thought you lost everything. God said, no, I knew you before you were conceived. And that's the promise that when the light comes on, because a lot of this deals with mental health, which is why I talk about mental health so much.
Absolutely.
A lot of this
Absolutely.
deals with mental health. Sometimes you can't see through the unclear skies because your mind is clouded. It's not demonic, it's clouded because the cares of this life and the toils of this life can weigh heavy on you, saved or unsaved. And we need to understand that when that sky has a little part, that's why it's called partly cloudy. We'll get into that later. But when it's
Yes.
partly cloudy, that doesn't mean the sun is not there. It just means the clouds pulled a little bit away so you can see. And when you can see a little bit of hope of the sun, then you remember, oh, the sun's been there the whole time. Of course it has. But you couldn't see it because you were cloudy. We have to
And
part the
listen,
clouds. And when the clouds are parted, you remember, wait, I still belong to God. Okay, I'm good. Okay, I'm good. It's the situation may not feel good, but okay, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right.
And I love the way you said you can still see the sun. The sun. Okay, S-O-N. I'm not talking about
So
S-U.
in.
You gotta,
Not to my SUN.
uh, I don't have no collection plate, but we're gonna pass it after this episode. Y'all get y'all change ready because Dr. Reverend Usher gonna need some offering now. Okay, now we about to get into the episode. Okay,
Oh, I'm sorry.
y'all,
Yes,
that,
please,
that was
please,
just
please,
that was
please.
just the prelude to what? I ain't asked no question.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Amen.
Please.
No, I'm gonna tell you something about. I'm gonna tell you something, and I want the people who tune into this to know. On this right here platform, God gonna have His way with it all. Okay. So if
Amen.
they
Amen.
ain't loving Jesus or don't know about Him, they might want to
They're
go
gonna
ahead on
find
and
out.
unsubscribe right now. Okay. Because I ain't here for the likes and the clicks. I'm here to make His name known. You
Right.
hear me? Okay.
Right.
As long as we straight on
Right.
that. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get in. You ready to get into it?
I am. Yes, ma'am.
Can
Let's
we can
go.
we get can we get into these now? Yeah,
We can. We can.
I love
We
this
can.
already. Okay. Your journey has taken you from Valdosta, Georgia, to Italy, to North Dakota, to Kuwait, and now the UK. What did all those transitions teach you about identity and resilience?
Well, it taught me that I had and I have purpose everywhere. And this ain't
Mm,
even deep. This is just I'm gonna just give you surface.
it's gonna be deep.
The person that I am to the people that I am is the same no matter the nationality or the culture. That's what I learned because I thought America this way. Then I got to Italy. People still responded the same to me. Then I went back to North Dakota. They responded the same to me. Then I went to Kuwait. They responded the same to me. Then I went to the UK. They responded the same to me. That's because God had a purpose for my life no matter who I came in contact with. The results are still the same. God having his way in my life, showing them who he is through my life. And so it did not matter that I did not speak the Indian language in Kuwait, or I did not speak the Filipino language in Kuwait, or I didn't speak the Italian language in Italy. It didn't matter what country I traveled to. I went to 17 different countries over 10 years. It didn't matter. When he says, your light will shine, it'll be like a city set on a hill.
Yeah, yeah.
He meant that. And so it transponded into the business that I run, that no matter where I am, when I'm about his business, well, he's about my business. So I have clients all over the world
Over the world.
that I do business for and with and help train, motivate, that they cannot contain who they're going to be next after we get done with our transparency training. Because it doesn't matter if you can understand all of my language, I understand all of your language. When God is in the middle of what you're doing, he begins to create ways that you didn't even know that were imaginable. To the naked eye, they're saying how, but to God, he's saying, why not? And so that's what I learned through all those countries. I learned that God is the same. I have purpose. And whatever I put my hands to, because he's blessed it, is going to manifest in a way that may seem astronomical to most, but to me, it's just a normal daily transaction because his hand is on it. And I learned I am more than enough in anywhere I go. I'm more than enough. I don't need to be somebody else. I don't need to reinvent myself. I'm in another country. No, being me is more than enough because that's what they want. That's what they need. And that's who I am. That's what I learned.
You said that won't gonna be deep.
I'm sorry. It wasn't. That was
Y'all, that
surface.
was
That
okay.
was surface.
Now, okay, y'all. So if that was his surface, I don't need him to go deep because y'all can't handle the capacity of what this man put down. Okay, y'all can't pick up what this man putting down. So we're gonna keep it surface with Ernest James Usher the third. Okay, keep it surface. We ain't ready on the mic. We ain't ready. We ain't ready for you. Okay. You experience you you experience leadership in ministry, business, advocacy, and overseas service. Which season stretched you the most emotionally and spiritually? Which one of those leadership experiences?
Had to be Italy because I had never traveled outside the country at that point, and to live outside the country and to work alongside my friend Pastor Daniel B. Island at Lighthouse Christian Fellowship and Lady Verdale Island. It was huge because I had never been away from my father's ministry, who's still a pastor in Valdosta, Georgia, Ernest James Usher Jr. Never been away from his ministry, ministered beside him, did things with him, but I've never been to a country where not only is it different, street ministry is different because it's not allowed.
Oh.
Door-to-door ministry is not allowed because that's primarily a Catholic country. So
Mm.
you have to reinvent who you are at 26, 27 years old as far as the ministry is concerned, not you as the person, but how you minister, how you outreach has to be reinvented. Plus, the base had their own chapel, and so we were off base. So you had to reinvent how you did your hours of operation because the building that we were in was a former strip club building that we were in. So you had to reinvent a lot of things to a lot of people as far as the ministry is concerned to get them out of their bed on Sunday morning and to get up and to come to where you are because this is before live stream was a big thing. So the ministry itself, it was challenging, but it wasn't overbearing. What it did was grew you in a way that you had to understand you need to talk to the heart of people. Sometimes the gimmicks we see, that ain't gonna work. Sometimes the things you see people throw around and all, that's not gonna work. These people are searching for Christ.
Absolutely.
But you got to convince them on a Sunday morning in another country to get up out their bed and travel. And these roads in Italy aren't easy to travel, trust me. To travel all the way down to your church and get there and get fed in the 2.5 hours of attention that you have for them. And so what they ended up doing when we were there, what we ended up doing is we had Sunday service. Monday, we were off, but Tuesday we had prayer. Wednesday we had Bible study, and Thursday there was, of course, praise team practice. And Saturday was the one. Saturday was usually minister training, or it was leadership training, or it was marriage ministry, or brothers meeting, or the sisters meeting. So there was something 5 days out of 7 days a week. So it kept you grounded with your
Yeah.
brothers and sisters. That you were grounded so when you went through tough times because you all already trusted each other, you could deal with those things together. That's what I learned. No matter where you are, if you have a core group of people
Come on,
that you
core
can do
group.
life with, you're a core group, then you can do life with them. Then when tragedies happen, which they do, you can recover. When issues happen, you can move through it. You're not going to move on, but you can move through it. When kids need to be watched because their parents have to go somewhere, we got a community of people that can watch your kids. If somebody is sick, we got a community of people that can go see about them. That's what I learned. And it felt like I was with the early church where they
Yes.
ate together, they met together, they communed together, they lived together. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
So that's what it was for me with leadership, with advocacy. I was able to be used by God to reach so many people, but I was reached also by so many people that I needed, that I needed.
Yeah.
Hear what I'm saying? That I needed
Yeah.
because I went with the mentality of I'm going to serve them and make sure to take care of them. But when I got there, they took care of me.
So God
And I'll
made
never
sure that
forget
your
that.
cup
That's
wasn't,
what I learned.
he made sure your cup was not empty as you poured out.
Right.
I
And I
love
didn't know that's what he was doing until I needed what was in that cup when I got to Minot. I had more than enough.
more
I didn't
than,
think I was going to, but I did because he filled it and kept it filled. And so when I was pouring out, I didn't lose anything. It was like when he had that miracle. We told him, okay, you get that one and you go pour that wine to all those pots. And they filled up all those pots from when he turned the water into wine. They start pouring and
right.
pouring and pouring. Like, where did this come from?
Where did
Well,
it come
no.
from?
Or the oil start pouring and pouring. Where did this come
Yeah.
from?
Until
Right.
they ran out of
That's what God
the
does.
candles. I know
Right.
what you're talking
Right. That's what he does. But we like, where's the miracle at? The miracle really wasn't in the oil. This is really isn't who said it. It wasn't in the oil. It's who said it. And that's what I learned about my life. It wasn't in it wasn't in the oil or the wine. It was in who said it. And we always like to quote, God said, I believe it, that settles it. But you got to believe that.
You got to believe
You
what
got to
you're
believe
saying.
it.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, you got to believe it. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, okay, so I don't need to go to church on Sunday because I'm hearing church. Oh, the church. I'm hearing church right now. So if I don't go to church on Sunday, I got my okay.
Praise God.
You mentioned entering a difficult personal season after returning from Kuwait. This was in your bio. What helped you
Yes.
rebuild when life didn't look the way you expected it to look?
Therapy. So I did
Amen.
something I have not ever done. I went. I connected with James. I never forget James in Florida. Because when I got back from Kuwait, because I was isolated for 8 months. So
Mm,
it was me and about 600 employees. Only two, one was American besides me, and the rest were Indian, Filipino, Pakistan, any other nationality. They were OCNs, other country nationals is what they were. And so there was a big language barrier. And there were other Americans that were deployed there, but most of them were on other bases. So it's just me maneuvering. So when I got back, I didn't want to talk to people. I was already going through a split up from a
mhm.
marriage. I didn't want to deal with people. I just wanted to be by myself. And so I
Absolutely.
talked to James for about 4 months, my therapist. And he said, Ernest, I've talked to you for a while. I want to let you know. He said, when your friends invite you out, you need to go. Church, you need to be there. Bowling, you need to do it. Reading, you need to go. He said, I want you to promise me wherever you're invited, you're never going to say no. And I
Mm,
promised him that. That's what helped because he knew I was a social person. And if I
yeah,
wasn't socializing, it wasn't going to work for me. And he said, I need you to stay social because I had a point in my life during that time when I got back. And, I talked about this before on social media where I have never felt suicidal in my life, but at a point where I was.
oh wow.
And it was not for my father-in-law at the time calling me when I was about to go through what I was going to go through with and talking me off that ledge and him listening to me, him not ridiculing me for it. He said, you're still a man of God. He said, but you had a rough moment, right? And I get it. Don't do it. Pull the car over. Check yourself into a hotel. Stay right there. He said, you're going to be okay.
Now,
I'm
did
going to
he
call
know
you
what
every
you was
day.
about to do? Did he know what you was about
He
to
had
do,
no
and that's
idea.
why he called you,
He had
or
no
he just
idea.
called?
He had no idea.
He
He
just
had no
called,
idea. He called me.
just random. So God just had him call you randomly,
Yes, ma'am.
and this was your father-in-law at the time,
At the time.
right? I understand.
Because he, mhm.
He knew,
And
yeah,
he knew he was obedient and he called me. And I'm forever grateful for him since that day because those moments shook me to my core.
yeah,
But I knew at that point that I'm still supposed to not just be here, but I still have work to do while I'm here. And so return from Kuwait was a lot of things transpired, a lot of things happened. But God said, that was just me shaking you a little bit. Still love you. Just gonna shake you some. I need you to see me and see what I'm trying to do and about to do through you. But you got to be in the right position, and you wasn't. Now you are. And so even when I moved to where I am now, close to the base, I wanted to move by myself. Gave me roommates. I said, nope, gonna move with some people. Best thing that ever happened to me. Best thing ever happened to me is move with these guys because they also won't let me be by myself. Won't do it. And they're Indian. They're like, where you at, brother? Come on down, brother. Where you at, brother? Come on, brother. Let's go, brother. Let's go, brother. We cook today, brother. We going walking, brother. Won't let me alone. Because naturally God allows me to attract people because of his spirit in me, because I have a natural spirit to help
no,
people and care for people. And so because of that, that's naturally attracted to me, which means people naturally don't want to snuff that out. They actually want to cultivate and take care of that because that helps them.
that helps
That's
them.
the natural
They
human characteristic. It
they
helps
feed
them.
off. They
So
feed off.
they feed off of it.
Feed
And it
off it.
doesn't leave me energy less when they feed off of it. It actually gives me more energy
Gives
when
you
they feed
more
off
energy.
of it.
That's how I yeah, because your light, like it seems like whenever your light, when you share your light with someone else, it makes your light illuminate more. Yeah.
Does. Because God
Yeah.
does that. He
Yeah.
it's continuous. And so
Yeah.
because of that, I'm in a better place emotionally than I ever was in my life. Because I can truly say, yeah, God, I trust you. Doesn't matter what happens, I trust you for real. I know I've said it before and I've sung it before and I've meant it to a certain extent. Now I know it.
Because
See,
you
it's
lived
different
it.
when you know,
Uh-huh.
because I've lived it.
Because you lived it.
So Kuwait was a great experience for me. Deployment was a great experience for me because I needed to be in a place where it was just me and God, nobody else.
So do me a favor. So now I need for you to talk to that man who finds himself in a wilderness place, right? Where he feels like he's done most of all he can do, but he finds himself alone. And he doesn't know if, and I'm just gonna say how I feel, if this will be his last day because of things he's thinking about doing to himself, because he's feeling like I don't want this anymore. So I need for you to encourage him.
So I know you probably don't want the weight of what's going on. And I want to be honest with you. Sometimes the weight is self-inflicted based on something you've done. And sometimes the weight is not self-inflicted. It's just lifing. But I want you to know something. The purpose that God has for you is not behind a pulpit. It's not in front of 1,000 people speaking. It's not motivating millions of people to follow him tomorrow. The purpose he has for you is that you live your life. Life is a gift. You should not take that life that you've been given and snuff it out because of trials and tribulations. What you have to do is understand the gift you've been given is something that a lot of people don't have right now. Me personally, I've just lost three friends over the last 2 weeks. They're all 36 to 40 years old. One just recently on Wednesday. And I was with this guy
Transition
stationed in
or
Ariana. So
transition?
yes, he's gone.
Oh,
Lost him Wednesday. He was only 38 years old, be 39 July 4th.
oh,
You
sorry.
know, as I see that, I realize how precious life is. I'm 40 years old. So to that man that feels like everything that's on him is too much, it's not. I want you to understand when you come through what you've been through, the fact you can turn to someone else that's struggling like you are and tell them what you've been through changes their life because your life has changed. So you go through what you go through for yourself and to show somebody else they can make it as well. Guess what? You saved two lives, yourself and someone else. That's
Mm.
why life is a gift, because it's a gift that you don't take, but it's a gift you give. This is why Jesus giving his life for us was such a big deal, because it's not about what he took, it's about what he gave so that we can have. And that's why you, keeping the life you've been given, give someone else's life. So, man, you got to make it. I know it might seem crazy. You got to make it. I know you got tears, but you got to make it. I know you have sorrows and shame for what you might have done. You got to make it. I understand tomorrow is not promised, neither is later today. But in this moment right now, I'm telling you, you are needed, you are desired, you are loved, you are wanted, and it's your time. Your time is now. You cannot add more time to what you have. You cannot take away more time than what you've been given. Live your life. It's going to be okay. 10 years from now, you're going to look back and laugh. 10 days from now, you might look back and smile. And right now, I know you're not smiling. But tomorrow, it's going to be better than today. Just live. That's what I got for you. Just live.
I love, oh, just hashtag just live. I love it. Yeah. Well, I feel like we just need to be quiet right now. Yeah.
It's all right. Just
Yeah.
live. Something.
Yeah.
Something.
That's good.
And
That's
so I've
good.
learned also, I'm a hugger. So one thing that helps me is my friends always want to give me a hug because they know that gives me energy.
Right.
And I know all guys aren't huggers, but
Right.
sometimes human connection matters.
Yep.
Find whatever your human connection is, just like your spiritual connection. Find out what that is and allow that to happen. If it's somebody giving you a hug, embrace. If it's somebody giving you some dap, take it. If it's a words of affirmation that somebody says, you look amazing today, don't say, no, I don't. No, let
Right.
them speak that into you because that will help you overcome that stuck place you're in, that somebody still sees good in me when I don't see anything good in me. It's not them just being nice. It's what they really see. They do. And it's in you. It's okay.
Love that. Love it. Come on and encourage the men, folks. We need to encourage it because a lot of people just think men just go about their day and they tough and they can take it and we good, we good.
Right.
No, not so. Not so.
Right.
Men need encouragement. I truly believe that in many cases, men need more encouragement than women do because we have sister circles and we don't mind being emotional and we don't mind being like, girl, let me tell you what happened, girl. But men, they like, I'm good, I'm good. And on the inside, they slowly dying, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, thank
Right.
you so much for that.
Because it's not that it's hard to connect with other men. It's just hard to connect with what you're really feeling with other
Okay,
men. That's the
okay,
difference. So
okay.
it's because I can connect with you on football, basketball, baseball,
Right, okay.
sports,
Got it.
anything. But how I feel connecting with you is different because how
Mm,
I feel, you may diminish it. This is the same thing, and I'm gonna go there. Even when it comes to relationship with men and women, the reason why men sometimes don't connect with even their partner with how they're feeling is not because they can't connect with them. It's just how they feel they can't connect, especially if it may seem like a weakness.
that
So
part,
man
that
would rather just not say anything and just take it. And the woman is like, "Why won't you tell me?" It's because he feels like he can't connect with you on how he's feeling in the moment, especially if it's about you or something you're doing. He
you
can't
better
do it.
help the women.
He
Help
can't
the
do it.
women.
So you have to make a safe space for him to be honest with you. And don't, when he tells you, go back with what he ain't did. Don't do that. That's the moment to understand what he said, whether you can change it today or tomorrow or not. Just understand what he said, acknowledge what he said. Say, okay, I hear that's the way you feel. So this is what I do. And this is how you feel. Okay, I hear you. I got you. Let me work on that because I don't want you to feel that way. Women, that's all you got to do. And you got us. You want cakes, cars, pies, clothes, houses, rent, mansions. What you want? If you let us tell you how we really feel. That's a secret I'm letting you know to a man's heart. Let us be honest. Let us be vulnerable. There ain't nothing you can't have.
Y'all getting
So
all the secrets and the tea. Y'all, let me tell you something. Let me tell you, you got me clutching my pearls like, where were you at 4 years ago?
what you saying?
I was going through all of the things that I was going through, and the man riding around with other women in the truck. All I had to do was,
Yes, ma'am.
my God
Yes,
in
ma'am.
heaven. My God in heaven.
That's it.
Amen. Amen.
That's it.
As speaking for the women who are watching, we thank you for that
Mhm.
tidbit of information.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sure a
Absolutely.
lot of us
Yes, ma'am.
we think we know what we're doing and we don't.
So it's okay. And here's the thing, it's all right. You know, like Luther Vandross said, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
Look at me.
That's all right.
Can I can my camera go back? What we doing?
You know, we're up to you again.
What? Why are we doing this? Y'all just gonna have to deal with that. Cause like I told Usher, I'm new to this. I ain't true to this. So if y'all see the top of my
You're
pink
doing a good
hair,
job.
if y'all see just
You're
the
doing a
top
good
of my
job.
pink hair, embrace it. Okay, embrace it. If you see my black roots,
You're
I
doing a
meant
good
for it
job.
to be that way. I meant for it to be that way. Okay,
You're doing a
okay.
great job, man.
Let's do this. Okay, listen. During the George Floyd era, you became more vocal in advocacy and public speaking. What made you decide silence was no longer an option?
So growing up in the household I was in, one thing my parents taught was Black history. They were serious about it. Now, at the time when I was young, I did not understand. I didn't want to be bothered with it. I didn't see the significance of it. But as I got older, I remember being a Black history play in seventh grade, ran by Miss Davis, and I was the preacher in the play. It was a fun play.
I
We were
wonder why.
all um, stop. We were all staples in Black history. I was a preacher. But at that point, I wanted to know more. So as I developed and grew older, as I went through and researched things about Georgia and other states as I lived, I wanted to know more and more. And I'm the kind of person, the more knowledge I consume, it's not for me to know all these things. It's for me to give to other people that they may be free as I am free. That's what I've always done. So when I got to Minot and then George Floyd was murdered, the plan that these two young ladies had was to just make signs and sit on the side of the road. And so I happened to see it on social media. That's what they were going to do. I was like, no, that's not enough. And so I connected with the young ladies. We had a conversation. We got to tell more people about why these things that are happening to my people are wrong and they need to stop. And so we connected with the police station, with the fire station, and said, we're going to have a rally. We connected with one of the pastors there. I can't think of her name right now. I love her to death. One of the pastors there and her husband, connected with a lot of people. And she came and I came. We were expecting maybe 30, 40 people at the park in Minot Park. There was 1,000 people out there waiting on us. 1,000 people at this park. Never forget. It's a newspaper. Never forget it. This is Memorial Day weekend.
Come on,
But
Jesus.
God had me prepare a message for the people. He had me get some Skittles, Arizona tea, some sneakers from Ahmaud Arbery. I represented like 5 different things, George Floyd. I represented 5 different things from what happened to these people when they were murdered.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I preached about how each one of them were murdered and how we as a people cannot allow this to happen to anyone, no matter what race or nationality, especially minorities. And the roar that went up from that crowd was insane. Not because of me, but because in unison they came for one central idea. How do we stop this from happening again?
Right.
And the whole topic of the message I preached about was how do we stop this from happening again? And at that point, I was asked to go to podcasts. I went to libraries. I went to radio stations all the way around talking to people about why diversity is important and why you need to make sure everyone is represented in everything you do so that people can see themselves in their future hero. Because what's happening is in a place like Mount North Dakota, and your daughter, of course, Ebony, will tell you this, we're not represented a lot.
At all.
So our kids, if you have kids in that place coming up, then who they look up to?
Oh.
It looks like them. Their school system does not teach Black history. Matter of fact, their school system during February always happens to fall during the Civil War teaching. Always. And you know, the Civil War teaching was about slavery. It always fell that way. It always fell that way in February, always, which is weird. However, I always wanted our people to see ourselves in prominent positions everywhere. And if I have to be me, see me as an advocacy. And you can see that Black doctor and that Black lawyer and that Black teacher, because I believe we should see us in what we want to be.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to hear that we can't do it. I don't want to hear that we don't have enough of you. I don't want to hear there's only one of you and that's more than enough. No, it's not. I need 10 of us. I need us to be the majority, not the minority. And I stand by that. Because if my kids and kids can see themselves in someone as an astronaut or a teacher or a construction manager or a president of the United States.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then what would it unlock in their mind that they cannot accomplish? The answer is nothing. Now, I don't have to be the only one encouraging them. They can look at Barack Obama and be encouraged by something he said. It ain't just me.
Right, right.
Then they can look at the astronaut that just came from the moon just a few weeks ago and they can see that was a Black astronaut. It ain't just me. They need to see themselves and what they want to be. And that's why George Floyd and that day and that weekend and that time of mine not being an advocacy, doing marches, sitting on the city council, connecting with so many different people, being able to choose the next city manager. Nobody could be, they asked me to do that.
Oh, wow.
because they believed in what I believed in. But this all came from God. It's all inspired by Him
Come on,
because He's always
Jesus.
made me this way. He made me to speak out against those that cannot speak up and to speak for those that are afraid to say anything. He's always made me this way since I was a kid.
Wow.
And I have no training in any of this. I'm just like David. Yeah, I hit a bear. Yeah, I hit a lion to protect my sheep. I ain't never fought no man 12 feet high. It doesn't matter. The same God that helped me with the bear and the lion will help me with you.
Help me with it.
That's who I am. I'm not saying I'm David, but I'm saying I got the same God that helped him help me. So I didn't have no training, but I had training. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
All right. But that's what that is. That's what that is.
Okay. You have accomplished a lot academically and professionally. MBA, entrepreneurship, leadership roles. But what accomplishment are you most proud of that people may never see? Oh, he sat back in his chair. Ooh, I got him. I got him. I
You
got him.
didn't get me. It's just so many came in my head. I gotta choose
Okay,
one because y'all don't know all these things about me. You don't know
excuse,
these things about me. Now I gotta tell you something that you didn't know.
excuse me.
Um, I will say the one thing that people don't know about me that's an accomplishment that I've done.
Let me brace
It's
myself.
not really an accomplishment in a positive way, but it is positive. Burying at that time my father-in-law. So I had never done a funeral in my life, never.
Okay,
But in
okay.
2023, at that time, um, my ex-wife, her biological father, he called us in February of 2023, no, January, that he had 3 months left to live. Then they amped him up to like 1 month.
Oh, wow.
So we made a trip. We made a trip. He made a trip to Texas and we saw him. He was still moving around. So I played him chess like I always do, and I lost because I can't beat him in chess. But I cooked for him 'cause I love to cook. And y'all know that about me. I love to cook. I'm really actually a good cook. I made him catfish, hush
Okay.
puppies, seasoned fries, coleslaw, macaroni and cheese. I made him a whole slew of meal. He ate that meal so good, so happily. He said, "This is the best catfish I ever had." His brothers, sisters was there. Everybody was there. Their house had 30 people, and they ate all that food that I made. They loved every bit of it. And then after you ate that meal, I watched him deteriorate mentally and physically
Oh,
from
wow.
the 23rd of February until I was at the Airbnb, March 1st. Got a call at 3 a.m. He's gone.
That was only seven
So I
days.
go by the house. 7 days, all he lasted. So I stayed an extra week. They had no one in the family to do the funeral. And God was like, but you know how to do one. Never done one before. He said, but you know how to do one. He's military. So
Okay.
I just did I did a military funeral. That's what I
Okay.
did.
Oh, my God.
Wrote the obituary, um, got the program together, got the scripture together. I talked about Corinthians and love. Did the whole percent, got everybody together, had the funeral at the funeral home, did the whole, somebody sang, people said words of affirmation, encouragement. I preached.
Oh, my God.
Then the family came up, closed the casket, wheeled them out. At the site, I had to give all the burial rites. Never done
Yeah.
before,
The last,
but I
yeah.
did. I still can see myself in front of the casket with all the military seals, the military personnel, the flags at Texas Memorial, the ex-Texas Memorial, uh, Texas Memorial Way, a highway, that funeral place, that burial plot. And then we wheeled him out and we buried him. I had never done that in my life, never done one funeral, but it
Wow.
all went to perfection because I was meant to be there with him on his last few moments and watch him smile all the way until it was time. That's something people will never knew about me unless you were there that day, that week, that I watched my father-in-law pass. But I gave him the burial that he deserved, a military funeral.
Now, is this the same father-in-law that called you that night? Okay,
Nope, this is not the one. This is the one
Okay,
that this is the one that there's two. There's one that took care of her, that raised her. The
okay,
biological one is the one that called me. There's
okay,
two.
gotcha. Okay,
That's the one I met during COVID. The biological one that called me is
the
the one
one
I
that
met
called
during
you.
COVID. This is the
Okay,
one that raised her that I
okay,
met before we had got married all those years ago. I met
okay,
him.
okay. I got you.
And so he's
Now,
always been in my life. Both have always been in my life. When I met each one of them, they've been in my life. But this one was a lot because I didn't think I could do that because I never wanted to do that.
right,
I wanted to bury someone. Even though I'm licensed to a ministry license, all of that
right,
since
right.
2010, all that.
Just
I
because
don't
you
want to
got it
use
license,
that.
that don't mean you
I
want
want
to
to do
do it.
weddings. I want to do weddings.
Right. Let me do a baptismal or something. Yeah.
But God said, no, you need to do, and I've done baptisms. I've
Uh-huh.
done it, but I did not want to do a funeral, especially somebody that I knew. But God said, you're needed. You're the one in the family that needs to do it.
Mm,
And again, that one opened my eyes to, again, how real life is, how fast it can go.
right,
But when God has a purpose for your life and you're in place with his purpose, he will use you to where people think you do this every time.
right.
And you don't.
You was like an old pro,
But
won't
he'll
you?
equip you. Yeah, he'll equip you with knowledge that you didn't even know you had because you didn't. This is how I tell people all the time. You cannot tell me what God cannot do, and you cannot tell me what God won't give you, and you cannot tell me God didn't do that. You can sit there and say you read in the book. Cool. God wrote the
Right.
book. You can sit there and say, well, I always have been this way. Good, because God, I have made you that way. I don't care how you twist it. The road leads back to God. Whether you atheist, Catholic, Islam, I don't care. It goes back to him. That's why it says in Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, okay,
Yeah,
I'm
come
not doing
on.
this. All I'm saying is, in the beginning, Genesis 1:1.
Here we go
But
again.
but literally, and then John said it again. So the reason that John and Genesis are saying the same thing, because that's who God is. He's always in the beginning. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. Because that's in you, the
Oh,
Word.
and it's
The
in you
Word.
because you know what? You can tell when somebody's full of the word because it keep coming out. And let me tell you something.
Coming out. I'm trying
Let
to do
me, let me
this.
tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you
Look,
something,
look,
Pastor.
look, look,
It,
look. I'm
it,
gonna go.
it,
I'm gonna go the other way real quick. I'm like your boy R said. I usually don't do this, but you even when you think you're gonna be like uh uh you think you're gonna be like Jonah and go this way.
yeah,
God is so intentional.
yeah.
He wants you. Here's the thing. You don't even want you. You don't even want him, but he wants you so bad. He still takes you right back to where you started. You don't even want you. It don't matter. Do you know how hard it is to survive in the ocean in the middle of a fish for 3 days? What was he eating? Let's not get into that. Here's the point. He will take you right back to where you're supposed to be and make you do it again. Do you know how many people don't have a chance to go back and do it again because they're one and done? See, that one and done is a word. They're one and done. Their first mistake was their only mistake and was their last mistake. And here you go get to fix yours all over again. That's the God you serve when he wants you. So you might as well accept the fact that he wants you and be used by him.
Let me tell you something. They didn't know they was gonna get no
All things work together for good. Remember
all
that.
all things.
Okay.
They didn't know that they was gonna. I tell y'all what. I bet y'all didn't know that y'all was gonna get a Sunday service mixed with an Easter program mixed with Jubilee. That's what we do on the mic. We just let hey God be God and God be glorified. I'm here for all of this. I love it
Amen.
because the thing
Amen.
about it is what's in you gonna come out.
It's gonna
And
come out.
it's obvious
Right.
that God is in you.
Right.
It's obvious
Right.
that life
Yes,
be
sir.
life and you still standing because of who rests, rules, and reigns on the
Right.
inside of you. It's
Right.
obvious. It's obvious that when your life came to a halt and a stop, it was a designed
Right.
plan for his purpose to be fulfilled in your life, because there was greater works, even though you thought you was doing
Right.
all of the things at first, but there were greater
Mm-hmm.
works for you to do. And
Greater.
God says, okay, you good on that path right there. But here we go. Oh,
Right.
okay, man.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
I'm glad that little poster back there real cute. It's giving, ain't it? I just want y'all to see my post. But greater works, he said, that we
Greater.
would do.
We'll do than he
Greater,
did. That's right. That's what he said.
greater.
And he's showing me he meant that. And then to that man that's dealing with
Yeah.
the things that he's dealing with, the Bible also says, and the peace of God that passes all understanding will guide your heart and mind through Christ Jesus. The peace of God. And when I learned what that
Actually meant.
when I learned what that felt like in the middle of Kuwait. Now I want y'all to know Hamas was attacking Jordan. I saw stuff going over my head. But the peace of God to keep all see, I was over 600 employees. They would get rattled when the alarms would go. We have to go into a bunker. I had to keep them there. The peace of God, I had to keep them together. And my job was after everything was crazy. I had to go around and account for everybody. No matter if it was 12 o'clock in the morning or 12 o'clock at night, I had to count every employee that I had. And they would see me, they'd be like, Sir Ernest, you're here. We good, you're here. So everybody okay? Everything okay, Sir Ernest? Everything okay? You say it's okay, it's okay. Because I had the peace of God. We good.
Wow, it's just like when they was when they were in the boat and Jesus was sleeping, and then they was like, well, surely.
Yep.
They worried, but he over there somewhere asleep. And they like, well, as long as we
Sleep.
see Sir Ernest, we good. Because come
We
on.
good.
Come on. As long
Because
as
the
he in
peace
this
of God.
boat,
It's not me, it's the peace of God.
it's the peace
It's
of
the peace of
God
God.
that was within you, and they felt that. You understand? I love that. I love that. Okay. Oh, okay. So we're gonna wrap up in a second, but you're just so good. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So let me. Okay. I got two more. We can ready to get up out of here.
All right.
We
I'll
can
be
ready to get
quick.
up
I
out of here.
promise. Be quick.
No,
Be quick.
I don't need for you to be quick, because we don't rush around here unless you got something else to do. Y'all, he on UK time.
I am. It's almost 1 o'clock p.m. She right.
What time you over there?
It's 7:55 p.m.
Oh, it's
7:55
about to be
p.m.
8 o'clock over there. Ernest ready to go to
Yes,
bed.
ma'am.
So
I'm ready to
okay.
go to bed. I'm just gonna eat something. I'm not ready to go to bed. I'm just eating something. I'm not ready to go to bed.
Okay, so we got two more. We got two more for him, and then we're gonna let
We
Ernest
good.
go on about. But I'm so glad that see y'all, even time differences can't stop what God got going on. You heard me? Okay,
You
listen.
cannot.
Okay, sir. Many people struggle with starting over after disappointment or transition. What would you say to someone who feels like life interrupted their purpose? And that's a good one.
That is gonna happen again and again and again. Just be honest with you, it's gonna happen again. What you have to find out is, how do I react to when it happens? Do I become a shell of myself? Do I run somewhere else? Or do I look at it and say, you know what? I don't like how this feels. God, I don't want to go through this again. God, why me? However, Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, he was praying in John 17. And he said, nevertheless, not my will. But if there's any other way we can do this, then I ain't got to go to this cross. Let me know. But nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. And what I would say to that person, and it's not even being deep, it's just being simple, it's going to happen again. But your reaction to how it happens and how you go through it determines what you're going to get out of it. And when it happens again, your reaction to it, when you go through it, how you go through it determines what you're going to get out of it. Because every pressure you go through it's never here to crush you, because you're still breathing. If it was meant to crush you, you'd be gone. You're still alive. That means I got to figure out what's the purpose behind it. Okay, here's the purpose behind it. Got it. This don't feel good. I can do this. Because Philippians tells me I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. There's nothing I cannot and will not do. And I have to believe that, have to know that, have to stand on that, and know that as things come, I can do. What can I do? I can press forward. I can still pray. I still believe in God. I can still be an encouragement. I can still encourage. I can still be encouraged. I can still go to work. I can still dust myself off and make something to eat. I can still go drive my car. I still have blessings. I still have life. I still have life. And like Jesus said, more abundantly. So how you go through is how you come out. Because it's going to happen again. What you going to do? That's all I got for that.
I ain't got no question. I ain't got no question. He took me out. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Ernest James Usher the third.
Yes, ma'am.
This was amazing. This was more than I could have imagined it to be. I thank you so much for, like I said, being a Renaissance man, being the first one to trudge, to be brave enough to take on this pink microphone. Seriously, sir. Seriously, sir. Your story has truly. I know you, but I didn't know you. So I can't even say I knew you. I knew of you. Let's just say that, even though you have done some stuff for me, and you and Ebony do all of the things, and you come in my DM, tell me that I don't be acting right with my money. I be giving stuff away. Y'all, he told me I be giving stuff away for free. Because I don't like to charge y'all money. He told me I got to start giving my stuff away for free. I'm gonna be like him when I'm finished with my. I want my pay when I'm finished with the play. Okay, I made it right. When you finish and hit play, I want my pay. That means y'all need to subscribe to this YouTube channel, man. I ain't playing so I can get some pay. I'm just like,
she's right. She right. She right.
Ernest tell me all the time, y'all. He tell me, he said, you just be giving stuff away. I'm just
saying. You know, I care about your pockets and your purse.
Yeah.
And your personality too. That too.
Yeah, he all of that. All that. This. So Ernest, please, before we get off the mic though, please tell everybody how they can find you. Ebony told me it was a way I can run some things down the bottom, but like I said, I ain't new to this. Go ahead, tell them where they can find you.
It's all right. So you can find me in two places, www.ushersdigitalagency. So that's USHERSDIGITALAGENCY.com. So ushersdigitalagency.com. And the mental health website, and I'm finishing the app very soon, but the website's already up, is www.anotherstrongermind, that's ANOTHERSTRONGERMIND.com, Another Stronger Mind. Because my job is to make every mind I come in contact with stronger. And that's where it's Another Stronger Mind, ASM. So you can find me on those two places. And I'm always on Facebook by my name. I'm always on TikTok by my name. And I'm always on Instagram by my name. But wherever you find me, just know you're going to find one thing you probably didn't know about me. I'm a comedian. I make people laugh 24/7 or 25/8 or 26/9. It doesn't matter. I make people laugh. So I love to do. And I've done stand-up comedy on the low, and nobody knows that. And people are finding out. I'm hilarious.
I can believe it. Okay. Come. Usher, you're going to have to tell me how to do this, because this right here is bothering me.
I will tell you how to do that. It's mostly on your camera. Yeah, I'll tell you how to do it. But on your camera, you have it set to where it's facial movement. So because it's facial, anytime it's going to go in and out every time. But
yeah, I need to stop that. I need to stop that. I mean, the picture cute, but we tired of seeing my smooched up lips. Okay, y'all. We thank y'all. We want to thank y'all for joining us. This has been Gigi on the mic, and you know what I say next? Gigi go. Bye-bye.
Every conversation has the power to shift the atmosphere. And this is just the beginning. I'm Miss Gigi, and I'm on the mic. Thanks for watching.